Yo, 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 I'm back. I'm back. Yeah. Okay, I was saying being spiritual does not mean you're schizophrenic. That's why you gotta understand these bullies gotta understand when people stick up for you, that's when they're gonna look bad. When people start sticking up for you for this shit. But a lot of people, they just follow the crowd because they gotta understand they follow the enigma. They follow the stigma about it. They want you they want drama on your life. They don't care about you. And that's when people, they basically witches because they go and do witchcraft on your life. They try to put a spell on your life. And if motherfuckers want to label you delusional because you're spiritual, that's because they worship the devil. That's because they worship the devil. And the devil doesn't like spiritual people. I'm talking about real spirituality. I'm talking about like following God. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about all that witchcraft spirituality shit. I'm not talking about all that stuff. I'm talking about real spirituality. And they get jealous and they want to label you delusional for following God. Only the devil would want to say that you're delusional because you follow God. Only the devil. And it's got me thinking, if all these people down here, they want to label me schizophrenic because I follow God, that tells me they schizophrenic. That tells me they delusional. You ain't gonna label me schizophrenic. No, y'all motherfuckers schizophrenic. That's what I'm saying. Because y'all motherfuckers worship Satan. That means you're schizophrenic. What is being schizophrenic? Being schizophrenic is worshiping the devil. If you're truly delusional, you worship Satan. Being non-schizophrenic means, being non-delusional means you follow God. You worship God. I'm putting the real definitions out there. The real definition of schizophrenia is you worshiping Satan. The real definition of you not being schizophrenic means that you follow God and you worship God. You worship truth. Because you gotta understand, lies is delusions. Delusions is lies. Truth is the opposite of delusions. So you gotta understand, truth connects to God. Lies connect to the devil. So it's common sense that if I'm schizophrenic, that means I believe in lies. That means I believe in Satan's kingdom. But guess what? If I believe in truth, I believe in God. I believe in the kingdom of heaven. I don't believe in Satan's kingdom. I don't be schizophrenic because I follow God's kingdom. And if people in your life want you to be, put under a spell like this and want to send you to a mental home because you follow God, if they want to inject you with needles because you follow God, that tells me they are witches because they don't want you following the truth. That tells me you're doing something right. You're being persecuted. They did the same thing to Jesus. They persecuted Jesus. They persecuted followers of God in the Bible. Yeah, they did. Because they trying to be bad. Because they know God is the bad one. They know God is the sexy one. So they trying to gain their sex image by injecting you with needles. That's what they trying to do. They trying to inject you with needles because they trying to gain their sex status. The devil is trying to gain his sex status up. This is real knowledge and facts. The devil is trying to make lies look sexy because he knows God is the sexy one, and the closest thing he can do to become God is he got to be sexy. The devil got to be sexy because God is sexy. Sexiness is attached to God, and the devil's trying to copycat God to become sexy, to gain his power, to gain people to worship him. Because if people think you sexy, that's the same thing as worshiping. When you think someone's sexy, what do? You basically worship them because you think they sexy. You basically give them praise. That's what I mean. And guess what? The devil wants his praise. The devil wants to be worshipped. The devil wants humanity to think that he's sexy, to think that he's hot over God. That's why the devil created church and religion. The reason why devil formed religion and church was to destroy God's image. The reason why you see all these psychopaths out here promoting the devil is because they trying to destroy God's image. Ain't that crazy? That's why you see a whole Hollywood. They don't follow God. They don't worship God. They worship Satan because they trying to make the devil look sexy. You gotta understand. They sex image they have is for the devil. They not trying to put power and dominion in God. And God is just playing everybody like puppets. And God, you gotta understand, God's the creator. So God creates everything that happens. Yeah, so God is playing them like puppets. They're all gonna burn in hell, and God is sitting back laughing at them because He already knows what's gonna happen. This life is short. So you think God really cares? This life is short. You think God cares what they do to me? God don't care. Because God let that shit happen. And guess what? That's the truth behind it. Schizophrenia is of Satan. Delusions is of Satan. So why are you gonna want me to be attached to the devil, right? You basically saying I'm the devil. You basically saying I'm the devil for saying I'm schizophrenic. Nigga, just because I follow God and speak truth and I think spiritually and I have a different eyesight than you does not mean I'm schizophrenic. And this is what goes on in these communities. They you gotta understand, it's all a business. The whole mental home industry is a business. The whole doing you dirty, bullying you down, trying to be, your master is a business. If you want to be rich and successful and you don't want to slave at a job, they're gonna label you schizophrenic because you would like to be rich and successful and you see how corrupt it is, and you'd rather, make your money for God and promote God and be rich for God. You see the whole scam of life that is unfair, and they're gonna want to label you schizophrenic because you want to actually be something in their life. You don't want to be screwed over in life and go through all this suffering and slavery, because you gotta understand, jobs is slavery. You gotta understand, businesses is basically they kings who own the businesses. They basically kings, and they basically slaving people, because you gotta understand what happened in ancient times. Kings would slave people to work for their kingdom, right? That's ancient time shit, right? This is the same thing going on today, except it's in a new generation. We in a new generation now. And the kings and queens are the business owners. Are the people that own the businesses. They the kings and queens. Are the people that own this system. They the kings and queens. You gotta understand. And they want to slave people like me to work for their business. And I'm like, really, nigga? I'm not gonna be a slave working through this draining ass shit. Why would I work for that when I could just work for myself? When I could just build a platform for myself? It makes no sense to be working for the devil. All these motherfuckers be devil worshippers anyway. So why would I want to work for devil worshippers? That's against God. They don't care about you. You gotta understand. In this world, nobody cares about you because they gain their sex image by not giving a fuck. Yep. Take notes. They gain their sex image by not giving a fuck because you gotta understand, they trying to be God. They trying to look hot and sexy. They know by screwing people over in life that they gain a sex image by it. They gain their sexual status. Because you gotta understand, it's a turn on to be evil. When someone's evil, that's a turn on. That's a sexual turn on. When someone is evil, that's a number one sexual turn on. Guess what? Because you gotta understand, sex is about submitting to your partner or to whoever you're submitting to. Or it doesn't have to be a partner, it could just be anyone. You submit. If they can make you submit, you like that. That's called sexual desire right there. It's submitting. It's submission. And motherfuckers are obsessed with being, the slave master. With being, because they want to be the slave master. You gotta understand. When you rich, you basically the slave master. And guess what? They don't want to make a follower of God like me the slave master. Because you gotta understand, I'm gonna make things fair. Like, I'm gonna change over the system. If I'm rich, I'm gonna do shit. I'm gonna do shit with my money. I'm gonna make smart moves. I'm gonna be free. I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna own over my own shit. And nobody can do nothing about it because I'm rich and successful. You gotta understand. That's what the devil doesn't want. The devil doesn't want a follower of God being rich. We do not see one follower of God on this earth rich. We don't. All the rich people, they be devil worshippers. Ain't that crazy? So what does that tell you? What does that tell you? If all the rich people just devil worshippers, what does that tell you? That the world is ran by the devil. The world is of Satan. And you know what? People read that shit. People read that shit in the Bible. They be like, okay, the word is of Satan. They read that shit in the Bible, but they don't take heed of that. They don't take that into consideration on the earth. They don't. Because if they did, they'll be just like me. They'll be just like me. They probably would have their family hate on them just like me. They probably have people hate on them just like me. Because you gotta understand, it's common sense. People hate you when they set you up and inject you with needles. Why do people want to inject you with needles? Because they trying to make you submit to the devil. That's what they trying to do. Satan wants you to submit to him because Satan wants to be worshipped and praised. Yep. And guess what? That's the same thing with these celebrities. They want to be worshipped and praised. That's the same thing with all these rich people and business owners and slave masters. I'm going to call them slave masters. They want to be slave masters because guess what? That's how you become God. That's how you become a God on this earth. And I'm not saying they actually are God, but I'm saying that's how you become a fucking king or a queen on this earth. They want to be king and queen. And it's natural for humans to want to become a king/queen. It's natural. Just gotta understand. It's a common sense that, it comes with humans being created. God puts in your heart to want to be a king and a queen instead of a slave. Like, for real. Because you got to understand what comes to be with being a slave. Pain and suffering. That's what comes to being a slave. Pain and suffering. What comes to being a king and a queen? Peace and dominion, right? Peace and just happiness comes with being a king and a queen, right? You're going to be more happy being a king or a queen than being a slave, right? But here's the thing. These motherfuckers king and queens and slave masters for the devil. Isn't that crazy? They sell their souls for the devil. They don't sell their souls to God, no, because they're not promoting God in their business. They're not promoting God in their industry. They're not doing nothing for the Most High. They're not. Yep, they're not. They don't care about the Most High. They want people like me burning in hell because I take a stand for God, because I take a stand for truth. And guess what? I already went through shit in life. I already been persecuted to the max. Obviously there's more shit that can happen to me. But, right now I'm thankful in life. I really am. Because even though I'm being injected with needles every month, I'm still more wiser, more intelligent. I still make smarter decisions than all of them combined. And, that's what they hate. That's what these people hate. People hate it when you make smarter decisions than them. And they want to make it so the decisions you make doesn't look smarter than them. That's why they persecute you to try to make you look dumb. That's why they inject you with needles to try to make you look dumb. Because they know you're smarter than them. They hate it. When you're spiritual and you look at life with a spiritual aspect and you look into the supernatural, of course they're going to think you're delusional. Because that's what pleases them, to put you down. Because it makes themselves feel better to put you below them. Because by them putting you below them, they become a king and a queen over you. That's the secret of life. By you putting people below you, you become a king and a queen. And what's the number one way to put people below you? You got to get riches. You got to sell your soul to, be rich or whatever it is, and to not promote God. Ain't that crazy? But I'm thankful that I'm the only one to promote God. I really am, because I'm different. I'm unique. I'm not like everyone else, God actually loved me because he didn't create me like them. God obviously doesn't love these people because he created them to be in sin like that. He created them to be into the devil like that and worship the devil and to go to hell and burn in hell for eternity. And you know what? That's the way it has to be. That's the way it has to be. Because I'm not going to sit here and sell my soul to being a weirdo, to being a whatever creep like them. No. You know, they don't want me being successful. It's clear. The world, I'm talking about the world. The world doesn't want me being successful. The world hates me. It's clear that the world hates me because you gotta understand. The world is always gonna hate me. No matter what happens, the world is gonna hate at me. The world is gonna hate me. You know what the devil tries to do? The devil wants to be God so much that he copycats God. That's why the devil is taking riches. It's taking riches. The devil in his kingdom, they have all the riches because guess what? They're trying to say, hey, we're the rich ones. You following God, you're not rich. You believe in God, you speak truth, you're not rich. We the rich ones. That's what they're trying to say. We the masters. You know, you're not the master. That's what they're trying to say. The fallen angels are trying to say, hey, we the masters, not you. You're not the master. And guess what? The devil hates it because I'm his master. Yep. Because by me choosing God, I'm master over the devil. Because I actually control over the devil. The devil is working for me. That's what the devil hates. The devil hates it because he's actually working for God. He's actually working for God to show off his power. He's actually working for me. He's working for God's elect. Because guess what? He's fulfilling prophecy for us. The devil is fulfilling prophecy for the kingdom of heaven. And that's what this nigga is so dumb for what he does, because he's actually doing it to fulfill prophecy for the kingdom of heaven, to give us the kingdom of heaven. Because of him, I get eternal life. Because of the devil persecuted me, I get eternal life. And that's crazy because, you know, some scriptures in the Bible talk a little bit about this. You know, it doesn't go as deep as what I'm saying, because obviously, you know, I'm more smarter than the people who wrote the Bible, to be honest. You know, I got to give myself credit above them because, you know, yeah, I'm smarter than the motherfuckers who wrote the Bible, obviously. Because you got to understand, you know, the Bible ain't going to go deep as what I'm saying, you know. The Bible doesn't go as deep as this, you know. So it proves that I'm smarter than the motherfuckers who wrote the Bible, because they don't go as deep as me. They're not as deep as me. They're not as spiritual as I'm talking right now, you know. And that's the way it is, you know. You got to put the right definitions to the words. You can't think I'm crazy because your definition is trying to put a spell on me with your definition, you know. If I'm talking spiritual, you know, I shouldn't be persecuted for talking spiritual. But I should, right? Because it's the right thing to do, right? Yeah, I should. Exactly. It's the right thing to do. To be spiritual, it's the right thing to do. Exactly. You know, but a lot of people, they want to be witches. They want to be demons. They want to be demon possessed. And that's why, you understand, the reason why communities go against you, the reason why a bunch of people bully you, is because they demon possessed. They trying to be God. That's what it is. The reason why you get bullied in school, or you get bullied at your job, you get bullied at this, bullied at that. The reason why people are trying to slave you at a 9-to-5 job instead of trying to help you gain riches and money and to help you be rich is because they trying to be God. They want to be God over you. They want to have power over you. They want to slave you. And that's the thing about life. You know, the devil is trying to slave people. Yep, because he's trying to be your God. By me working at a 9-to-5 job, by me working at a job, I'm bowing down to the devil. Yeah, because you gotta understand, you gotta give God the glory. You can't give the devil the glory. You can't bow down to the devil. You can't. And I'm not saying like maybe for a little bit you can't work at a job. I'm not saying that. Maybe there's a time and a place for everything. There's a time and a place for everything. Maybe you should work at a job for a little bit. Maybe you should. But, in the long term, you shouldn't be working and slaving your whole life. You shouldn't. You shouldn't. You may have to start from somewhere at first, but, you shouldn't have to be slaving your whole life. And it makes no sense. Let's say this, because I rap a little bit, I make music a little bit, I do a little bit of singing or whatever, I make music a little bit. You gotta understand, instead of people in society promoting me as a musical artist of God and making God look sexy in my music, they'd rather promote devil worshippers who make music to promote the devil image and to make the devil look sexy. And that's why you don't see any people making music for God out there, because God's image is destroyed on this earth. The devil is trying to be God so much that the devil is destroying God's image on this earth. But God's image is actually hidden. That's the thing. You can't actually destroy God's image. You can only hide it from the public. And that's what you see in the world. God's image, God's true image, and his power being shown is being hidden. And only secret, and guess what? I get the secrets. That's the secrets right there. Is God's image. That's the secrecy. Is God's image. And that's what's hidden. That's what's hidden. And guess what? The devil's trying to hide it. That's all he can do. He can't actually destroy God's image. He can only hide it. And that's what I'm saying, man. With that being said, man, I think I'm done with this video. But it's been an awesome message on topic of truth. I might do another part of this or whatever. But basically, this is about, controlling over the earth with the kingdom of heaven. And not allowing devil worshippers to control over the world, And this is the start for it. This is the start. Someone has to be the messenger and chosen by God to speak this out there and protect the kingdom of heaven and not let the devil booty rape God in the ass, I can't just let the devil booty rape my creator. I can't, and that's the thing about it. Someone has to be sexy enough like me to make God look sexy and hot, in a world filled of people trying to make the devil look sexy, trying to worship the devil to make the devil look sexy instead of worshiping God. All these churchgoers, all these religious freaks, man, all these religious people, they worship Satan. It's a disguise. That's why it's called wolves in sheep clothing, but I don't like that because it kind of makes the devil look sexy by saying they wolves. It should be like sheep's and wolves clothing or some shit. Something like that. To be real. Because wolves is sexier than sheep, to be honest. It should be the other way around, but the devil kind of twisted that up in the Bible to make himself look sexy. And you understand, it's a spell, it's a curse, it's trying to put spells on you. That's all the devil trying doing, is put spells on people to make his image look sexy. And that's what he's trying to do to me. That's what's happening in this world right now. I'm keeping people up to date on what's going on in the world in this generation. This is what's going on in this generation. So maybe a future generation, like the year 4000 or some shit, may pick this video up and listen to it, and it can reach people in the year 4000, maybe, who knows, in the year $5, $6, whatever, whenever the ending is gonna happen. You don't know when the ending is gonna happen, but obviously life is short, and this message is beautiful. It's sent by God. It's 7 cent. This is 7 cent This is a 7 cent message. It's perfection. It really is. But I'm speaking because I'm speaking with the Holy Spirit. I'm speaking with the Holy Ghost. And not many people are gifted like this to be able to do it. Not many people are gifted by God to speak up, and stick up for yourself against this bullying tactics the devil's trying to do. The devil's trying to devour you, But guess what? We devour the devil. The devil wants to be the alpha. That's what it is. The devil is trying to be the alpha. That's all it is. The devil, because you got to understand, God is the actual alpha. And the closest thing the devil can do to become God, is he has to take over the alpha role. And guess what? That's what the sex image is at. If you're the alpha, that means your sex image is up there. But if you're not the alpha, your sex image ain't up there. And the devil has taken over the sex industry. He's taken over Hollywood. He's taken over the whole world, man. The whole world follows behind the devil. And guess what? It's sad, it's sick, but, you know, we the sick ones. We the one that betrayed Satan, you know. God betrayed Satan. You gotta understand, because God is the creator. Everything the devil do is being puppeted by the Most High, you know. God is puppeting the devil. The Most High is puppeting the devil. And everything evil is actually not evil. God is the evil one, because God's the creator. God sends people to hell. God created hell. Hell is too much for anyone to handle. Hell is torturing people. God doesn't care about people, because God sends people to hell for them to get tortured. Everyone who doesn't believe in me and this message is going to get tortured in hell for eternity. That's a damn fact. God's telling me to say this right now, because you understand, God spoke into my soul to make this message. It's clear. It's common sense. The truth is common sense. And this is common sense. You know, not many people are going to speak this message. You don't see any celebrities speaking like this. That's because they sold their souls to the devil. If you don't speak truth, you sold your soul to the devil. You sold your soul to lies, because you don't want to speak truth. And guess what? You can only make it to heaven if you speak truth. If you don't speak truth in your blood, you're going to hell. You're going to hell, because what are you doing in life? You just living life for nothing. You living life with no purpose. God didn't choose you then. If you don't speak truth, you're going to hell. And that's common sense. You can only make it to heaven by doing God's will for your life. You can only make it to heaven by doing God's will. If you don't do God's will, you're going to hell. If you don't make God look sexy and hot, you're going to hell. And that's the truth behind it. You know, everyone who doesn't follow God, they should get killed on this earth. To be real, everybody who doesn't do God's will on this earth, they should get killed. I got to be honest, because they out there to try to snake God and make God look bad. Not even knowing that God snaked the devil. God's the snake. God's the evil one. And with that being said, peace out, much love. Everybody find the Holy Ghost in your life, and peace.